Hi everyone! Our vegetarian day is here by special request of my little sister Michelle. And just so you know, you can always request me to cook something on my YouTube channel. I will do it. Anyway, she likes vegetarian food. She's always having a hard time sort of integrating new ways to eat vegetarian food in her diet. And she's like, I'm so tired of stir-frying tofu, soy sauce, and vegetables. Help me out. So I decided to make the vegetarian cheeseburger. Well, it's not like I made it up. Obviously, we've all had a veggie burger. But mine's got a few little twists on it, and I'm going to show you what it's all about. So let's get started. Save a chicken. With our nice hot pan, I'm going to put some extra virgin olive oil. We are being healthy after all. And I'm going to saute all the ingredients that are going into my cheeseburger. I've got some beautiful red pepper as well as one whole onion. One pepper, one onion, right down into the pan. Ooh. Some yellow corn, 1 can, and 1 can of black beans. Get myself a spatula, and hear them start to sizzle. And I do this because I want to soften these up a little bit before I make them into burger patties. The peppers and the onions can be kind of hard, and the flavors can also be kind of strong. So this sort of makes them a little more pliable when we're molding our burgers. We're just going to sweat these out and sort of let these delicious flavors get to know each other. And I'm also going to add, where's my salt? Oh, here we go. Some salt. A lot of nice flavor. And salt also helps draw out moisture whenever you saute anything with it. So that'll help. A little bit of pepper. Ooh, you hear that and you see that? Look how beautiful that is, everybody. If you want to add a little more color to this, you can throw a green pepper in there too. Totally your call. Give that a toss. Hope this is close up enough. Camera, can you get any closer? I'm gonna let that cook for a minute. Alright, our vegetables have softened up a little bit, and at the last second I'm gonna add just a little bit of garlic and a little bit of some tomato paste. Totally up to you if you want to add those too. I love garlic. Obvi, who doesn't? Except for vampires. Whoa! And a little bit of tomato paste for sweetness. Not that we don't have enough from the corn, but I can't throw tomatoes in there because they just get so mushy, and I love tomatoes, so I always add tomato concentrate. And my secret special sexy ingredient, curry. These are curry burgers. This is so delicious, and if you're not a curry fan, I highly suggest you either become one, or you can use smoked paprika, which is also a very strong and delicious flavor. The curry really snazzes this burger up. It's not just another average burger. Alright, oh my god. Curry smells so good, and I like to put the curry in when the fire's on low so it gets nice and toasty. Anytime you toast your spices, everyone, they always become more amplified in flavor, and you always get more bang for your buck. So it's wise to always toast your spices over the heat, rather than adding them in when the food's cold. I have one last secret ingredient to add to this mix, and I bet you didn't know it was coming. Bum ba bum! Quinoa, however you want to say it, tomato. This is quinoa. This will add an amazing protein element to this dish because it is vegetarian. I know we got the beans in there, but I had to add a little bit of, some more flavor, so I got this quinoa. I'm gonna put it right into the pan. All I did was cook the quinoa in 2 cups of vegetable broth to 1 cup of quinoa. Alright, my cameraman's going to come forward hopefully. Here he comes. Look, we got the quinoa right down into the pan. And this is going to be so yummy! Turn the heat off. Alright, let's get these wonderful friends into the food processor. I guess if they were our friends, we wouldn't be processing them this way, but sorry guys. I love these colors, and like I said, green is also an awesome addition to this. So use a green bell pepper if you have one. All right. Oh. I have to keep setting it down because I'm not that strong and it's starting to hurt my arms. Sorry. Alright. Oh my gosh. I need to work out more. I'm having a veggie burger. Okay. That's enough. I'm going to throw in 2 eggs as a binder. If you're like total hardcore vegetarian, you don't eat eggs, be my guest and omit them. I have to add them because I kind of need them in my life. So yeah, I'm adding 2 eggs. But if you don't want to use eggs, like I said, by all means don't. It should be okay. 2 eggs and 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. Let me get my lid. Okay, I'm back. And get it on there and blend it up. Oh, too tall. I've taken my little mixture out of my food processor. Sorry, I got tongue-tied. And if your mixture is a little bit runny, which mine was a little bit, add a little bit more breadcrumbs. And what you can also do is take a piece of toast or a piece of bread, a slice of bread, and tear it up and put it in there. Now I'm going to put it in my refrigerator so that this can cool for about 30 minutes, and then it will be ready for me to mold my patties. I'll see you back. Bye. Alright, I have a nice hot pan and I'm going to start assembling my burgers. This has been cooling for about 30 minutes. To speed it up, I did it in the freezer, and it's a little wet, as you can see, kind of like crab cakes, but when you put it down in the pan and it forms a crust on the outside, it will really hold its shape nicely. And I just sort of make the patties as I go. You can make them ahead of time if you want, but because they are wet, I like to make them as I go, since, you know, I don't really want them sitting around. Then they get sticky everywhere and blah blah blah. Anyway, I talk a lot, sorry. Alright, so. And I like the fact that these ones are kind of like a little misshapen. You can make them nice and round if you want. I like a little bit of, you know, funkiness, because these are funky veggie burgers after all. And I'm going to make these for dinner for my family tonight, so I'm going to make about 5 of them. And this recipe should produce about 8. And if you like, you can even use this mixture to make meatballs, vegetarian meatballs. Totally your call. Alright, my little burger patties are cooking up. I'm sorry, my vegetarian patties are cooking up. Got a healthy amount of oil in there so it forms a nice crust so we can really get a nice solid patty. And I have it over a medium heat. You don't want the heat too high because then the crust is going to burn. And you want these to cook throughout. So I'm going to move it down to a little bit of a lower heat now. And I'm going to cover it so it cooks throughout. And in about 4 minutes I'm going to flip them and put my cheese on. Alright, I've given our little patties a flip. And as you can see, they're very delicate. And the best way to sort of glue them together that's tasty is to put some cheese on top. So I've got some shredded mozzarella cheese, but any cheese will do that you like. This is just leftover cheese from last week's tutorial, if you remember. Or was that 2 weeks ago? Okay, no, it's not that old. I'm just kidding. So I'm going to put some mozzarella on there. And then I'm going to cover this up and let it cook. And while that's cooking, you guys, I'm going to start by putting my whole grain buns in the oven, just so they can get nice and toasty for these. So take about 5 hamburger buns and pop them in the oven. And those should be ready right when these are ready. Time to assemble my burger. Sorry for all my mess. Remember my hummus from, oh, Nemo, the burgers are coming, calm down. My chipotle hummus is gonna go down as a spread on my toasted bun. So good. Oh God, I cannot wait, I'm starving. And a little bit of mayo to wash it all down. And I actually am using a Smart mayo. I mean, it tastes virtually the same. And instead of regular tomatoes, some sun-dried tomatoes. I like that. We gotta spice this up, you know. We don't got our regular old Angus burger here. We're doing veggie style, so some sun-dried tomatoes instead of lettuce. I'm gonna do my basil and just a little bit of the microgreens that I had in the salad. Yummy! And we get a patty. cheese is all melted. Holy Toledo bean and cheese burrito. This looks good. Okay, our burger is assembled. And now, everyone's favorite part, the tasting. I'm gonna cut it in half so you can really see the beautifulness of this beast. Wow, look at that burger bun. See the quinoa, the corn, oh, so good. I love meat, but this is a good runner-up. Enjoy!